Good thing I spent thousands of dollars on a college degree because, I'm doing well.
I mean,
Watching your mouth move, damn you look stupid. No filter, I got no filter. No filter, I got no filter. No filter, I got no filter. No filter, I got no filter.
welcome to Fat Guys React. I am Fish,
I'm Optimal Prime.
and today we are watching My Hero Academia Season 1, Episode 7. We're on 7 now. It's been a couple weeks since we've recorded due to scheduling issues and sickness issues and all sorts of fun stuff. So, do you have any recollection of what happened last time?
Yeah, Deku is his new name.
It is, and he has his
And
costume.
Yep, and he looks like Pikachu, and he flipped Kacchan.
Yeah, I
He's-
forgot.
he's-
I forgot that they even got into the start of that fight.
Yeah,
So,
that episode ended with him just bodying him, completely. And I don't know if that means he beat him or if that just means he's not going to be pushed around. But
Gotcha.
I'm not sure what I was supposed to make of the ending of that because it has been several weeks,
Yeah,
so I don't remember.
I think they'll recap it at the beginning of this episode, so I think we should be good at least for
Thank
that
goodness
piece of
for
it.
anime.
I know.
That does that.
We've complained about it, but now it's going to be helpful because we have done the thing.
Right.
The reason that they recap it is because people don't watch it back to back to back to back. And
Wait, you're not supposed to watch all of Naruto in a single week?
Some of us are just special, I think, and have the ability to do that.
Just build.
Not me,
yeah.
but anyways. All right. So I guess I don't really have any preamble here for this. I'm excited to get back into it and see this episode.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. For anybody new, I've seen it,
I have not.
and let's go ahead and get into it.
Alright.
Was he seriously just tricking me all these years? I'm gonna roast that damn nerd today!
Calm down,
He can
Bakugan.
be a real pain, sure. But his strength, and confidence, and his ambition, not to mention his quirk, they're all so much greater than mine. But that just means that I have to do better.
He does look like Sonic the Hedgehog, trying to look like All Might.
Yeah, he does look like some kind of like some kind of animal.
What's the matter, Deku? Afraid to stand up and fight me? I won't hurt you so bad they'll have to stop the fight! Just close! Ah!
Wow! Look at those moves!
Impossible! How'd he know? He's not that good!
Yeah, this is where it ended last time. Of all the
Deku is the
recaps,
name of a hero!
that was a pretty short one, but it's just
You
very
got you what you needed.
yeah.
Kacchan and I grew up in the same neighborhood, so we've known each other since we were little kids.
Come on! Let's fight bad guys! Yeah! Oh, yeah!
Even as a little kid, he looks like trouble.
All the other neighborhood kids followed him around. It seemed like he could do anything. And
He
no
looks like
matter what
trouble,
he
and
decided to
Izuku
do,
looks like
he was
the kid
always
that would
so
get picked on for
confident.
sure.
I thought he was the coolest person I'd ever met.
It is interesting that he does get picked
However-
on, but at the same time,
After his quirk manifested,
he's part of that group.
he started to change.
I guess
Yeah.
maybe the quirk
You're shaking in your boots, you're
Kinda.
so scared.
kicked him out a
You
little
wanna
bit.
fight me
Right.
anyway! That's why I hate you!
Here's the sad truth. All men are not created equal. When I was 4 years old, I learned that some kids have more power than others.
That was a line
Some
in like
ant-
the first episode.
Some animals are more equal than others, right?
Come in. Give me a status
What's that
report.
from?
Where are
Animal
you?
Farm.
Just shut up and defend the weapon!
I've got more important
Mr.
things to worry
Well
about.
read over here.
Are you forgetting what our
Talking
mission
about high
is?
school English books.
Wrapping this around your opponent means you've apprehended them, and they're out for the rest of the game.
Then the heroes are clearly at a disadvantage here. A big one.
Real pros have to outwit villains on a daily basis.
Kind of
That's
the point,
life,
isn't it?
even when the odds aren't
Exactly.
in our favor. We fight! Together, let's hear a plus ultra!
So, I mean, it's a good lesson to be trying to teach.
Go! He's using the capture tape. Luckily, I got to see Eraserhead's moves in action. What'll
Nice.
Kacchan do now? Knowing him, he'll be impatient and try another big punch. I was right.
Little guy's really good. He's holding his own, and he hasn't even used his quirk yet.
It's all that studying's coming back and paying off.
He's always been
Yeah,
pretty
for
good
sure.
at taking action and
Between that and his training with
plus
All
he
Might.
spent years taking notes on different heroes.
Cool.
He internalized everything he learned. And
Yeah, see,
driving him
fanboys
forward.
rule. You heard it here first.
Kicked first this time. He's switching things up so I can't predict his moves. I'm not gonna be able to fight him at close range now.
I feel like
I
these
need some kind of
gauntlets are
plan.
incredibly, like, inefficient.
You think?
Like,
Why do you think?
just,
They're just too
so
bulky and big and goofy?
Yeah. Like, I feel like it'd be hard to do anything.
Weak. Now you've been laughing behind my back, huh? So where's that flashy power of yours now? Let's see how it compares to mine. Quirk or no, you'll never beat me, Deku!
Young Bakugo thinks very highly of himself. But this level of pride is something else. It may end up being his demise.
If they wanted to send someone out to stop us here, it should have been Ida. He's way faster after all.
That would have been
That
smart.
probably means
I was
Kacchan's
actually
gone rogue.
thinking, does
Two
the
of them
tape
aren't
go
working
both ways, or
together
is that
as a
just for
team.
the heroes?
If we had to take
I
those
think
two on head-to-head, our
they
chances
both
of
have
winning
it.
would be
I
pretty
think-
low.
Because, like, wouldn't it make sense to just send the fast dude out there to just quickly
Can't go after
tape
the
them?
weapon
Yeah,
right
I
now.
mean, so I
Kacchan will
think
follow me.
the
And
villains
if we
can
both tried
tape
to
up the
take him down,
heroes
we'd
and
probably run out of
to like
time.
incapacitate them. I think that's
Right.
So
the
we stay
rule.
split up for now. I have to trust Uraraka. She'll find the weapon and
Yeah.
Ida, and then I'll join her for a 2-on-1 fight. That's how we'll win. I'll just have to capture Kacchan down here, on my own.
Come on and face me, you coward!
I've been meaning to tell you, Kacchan. I'm not trying to compete against you! You gotta believe me! I take back everything I said.
Compete against you.
Like it or
I
not,
think you cut out at the
can't
beginning of
stop
that.
me!
What did you say?
Oh, just that he was trying to
From now
compete
on,
against
Deku's
him.
the name of a hero!
He's just a little bug.
I think I'm getting too far away from my mic.
No, it's fine.
Whatever, this is nothing. Jesus, Zuku. You really can't do anything right, can you? You can read the last part of Izuku's name as Deku. Whoa, so you can read that? Well, obviously. Deku. That must be what you call a helpless loser who's completely useless. Dude, that has to be a new record. I bet it is. Where's yours?
Well, it sank.
Why can't
What
you
is
do
yours?
anything right?
You're so lucky.
Yeah!
Impressive. I bet you that's gonna grow into an amazing quirk.
Yeah, you're right. I am amazing. In fact, I bet there's no one as great as I am.
That's when his villain story
Wow,
began.
You're so lucky. Your quirk is amazing, Kacchan. When I get mine, I hope it's just as cool.
Whatever, Deku. No matter what power you end up with, you'll never be able to beat me.
Deku doesn't have a quirk, like none.
What? Really?
Yeah, it's called being quirkless.
That's dumb. You're a total failure, Deku.
Kacchan! Hey! You okay down there?
I was just fine on my own, Deku. I didn't need your stupid help.
Are you alright? Are you hurt?
This is where it all started.
But you looked at me like I was some kind of
Must be.
weakling. I'm so much better than you are!
It's really interesting to me. I mean, Deku like just wants to
Now I
help
just
and is
have
like
to
a,
tell Deku.
like a good
Try my
guy.
best to stay out of sight until he
And
gets up here.
Bakugo looks at it and is like,
Bakugo
totally
definitely
put
has a
off
villain
by it.
side.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we need to succeed
Yeah, because
in this
he's
mission.
really not a hero.
I need
Not
to
yet,
temporarily
at
devote
least.
myself to criminal intent. Behold, I am the personification of villainy.
He's so serious.
But I prepared for that by hiding every object in this room so you have nothing to use against me, do-gooder. My dastardly tricks have rendered you helpless.
I mean,
You've
it's smart.
blundered, hero.
Except she can make him float, right?
Playing
If
the part.
she can touch him, but he's so fast. Like,
Ida knows that I'm here. Sorry.
I'm
Right
a
now he's
criminal
monologuing.
mastermind. Where are you?
Near the middle of the 5th more.
He started monologuing.
He starts monologuing. He starts like this prepared speech about how feeble I am compared to him, how inevitable my defeat is, how the world will soon be his.
I'm all loaded up.
What does that mean?
Why aren't you using your fancy quirk? Don't tell me you're underestimating.
I have no choice. I have to face him. Right now!
Since you're such a stalker, by now you probably know how my quirk explosion works. I secrete nitroglycerin like sweat from my hand to make it blow up. Imagine what I could do if I had a lot of it. That's right, these gauntlets aren't just for show. They've been storing up my sweat inside for one monster blast.
Nobody's going too far.
There you go.
Young Bakugo,
I didn't want to spoil it.
Okay, it still looks ridiculous.
It's good.
But like, it's good to know that they have more of them.
Yeah, it's got a use.
Yeah.
Whoa, this is nuts! These are awesome. The more nitro sweat that's stored in these gauntlets, the stronger the explosion is.
Gross.
Go ahead.
So his gauntlets are just sloshing with water.
They just get really heavy.
Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking.
Give
Like,
me everything you've got. You'll never beat me.
Now's my chance. If I can claim the weapon, that means we win! I just have to touch the weapon. In one move, this'll all be over! The special move is hard, but it's worth it!
she throws up.
Admirable attempt, but your quirks. I can easily keep this weapon out of your reach until time runs out.
What's the matter? You look scared. You dodged the attack so you can still fight, can't you? Come and get me!
The gauntlets make it so he can use his powers at long range. I'm not
Now I
safe
just
even
gotta
if I
break
stay
his
away from him.
gauntlets.
So what do I do?
Are you ignoring me again? I'll get your attention.
That Bakugo is acting real crazy. He's gonna kill him.
Not so.
Oh, he'll be fine as long as he dodges!
Well, I think I'm finally getting the hang of it.
Dodge! He's not actually trying to kill Midoriya. But still.
Love that he's just smiling.
Bakugo, use that stored up power again and I'll stop this fight. Your team will lose. To employ such a strong attack indoors is inviting the destruction of the stronghold you should be protecting.
Yeah, you dummy.
I know that as a teacher, I should stop this fight now. But
The pillar by the window! Get there now!
We'll fight hand to hand!
It's no good! I can't dodge this!
He doesn't come off as a guy with a strategy, but he's actually quite intelligent. He changed his trajectory while in midair using a blast that doubled as a smokescreen. Very clever.
Bakugo is uber talented. I hate it.
Here it comes, nerd! The famous right hook you were whining about! Deku! Don't you ever forget what you are! You're a weakling!
I can't beat him without a quirk after all. He's too good. I have to use it.
This is hard to
He
watch.
is really
All he has
good.
to do is
It's
wrap tape
it's so
around him
cool.
and kill him.
Bakugo?
Bakugo's
Yeah.
certainly acting like a villain.
Hey, it's Falco.
But he's completely outmatched in terms of combat power.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You kind of
Bakugo
want him
seems
just
like
to
a
be a
natural at all
hothead
this stuff.
who got tossed, but
I should end this.
it's clearly the best one there.
For his sake, I'll let it go on.
He's running away.
Not very manly, but he doesn't have a choice.
Why won't you use your damn quirk against me? Still think you can stop me without it? You've been hiding your true power for years. What's the deal, Deku? Did you think you were better than me this entire time?
That's what you think? You idiot! You've always been stronger, Kacchan! I know that you're better than me! Can't you see? That's why I want to beat you! Because you're amazing!
You're even more of an idiot than I realized.
The only other time I hear that much passion in his voice is when he talks about being a hero. In order to achieve his dream, he has to do this. Not for me, but for himself.
Oh no, what's he gonna do?
There goes Detroit Smash.
You're gonna kill each other! Sir!
Both of you stop!
Uraraka now!
Right.
I knew that she was doing something with the pillar.
I can't beat you. Not in a one-on-one fight like this. But I can win!
Does the pillar pop up, or what's... Oh, that's cool. Oh, that is so cool.
What's happening?
This is it! Sorry, Ida! Improvise special move! The Comet Cobra!
Oh, that's awesome.
In the name of villainy, I demand that you stop this!
I've got it!
No! The weapon!
It's funny that that's all you have to do to win, is just grab it.
Big plan. From the very beginning, wasn't it? You were playing me this entire time, you bastard!
I wasn't going to use it.
Now his arm's
Because I
destroyed,
can't
right?
control it. My body just can't handle the backlash of my power yet. But this was all that I could think of. This is the only way I had any chance at winning.
The hero team wins!
All right.
Pretty intense.
Yeah. Ugh, I like that episode a lot.
Yeah, it's a good one. That's one of the best ones we've seen, I think.
Yeah, I mean, because you get, not only is the fight cool, like that's fun,
Right,
but
right.
you get a lot of background between Deku and Bakugo. And
Right.
you see kind of Bakugo always thinking the most of himself and thinking so little of Deku. And now...
And Deku also thinking the most of Bakugo.
Right. And,
as a kid.
And now that Deku has a power, as far as Bakugo knows, he's hid it his entire life for whatever reason.
Right.
And it's some way to like make fun of Bakugo or to like hurt his ego now somehow.
Right.
It's just so interesting, and I think it goes a long way to get more insight into both of their characters, which is really cool.
Yeah. I think the pacing in this episode was really good. I think sometimes in anime, especially shonen anime, pacing can be really jacked up because they have like, especially with shonen, there's like big moments, and you can't have an episode full of big moments, or else the big moment doesn't matter, right? So they have like usually 18 minutes of build up and then 4 minutes of really cool stuff happening. I thought the pacing in this episode was really good. I mean, just from the get-go, they were, showing you what happened again, and then they were like, it was just constant skirmishing, and then that was broken up by, like you said, the backstory. So I thought this was a really good episode.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say about it. I mean, I like, do you think having had this fight that they're going forward be better off, be worse off?
Yeah. Because in my head I was like, all right, so because he looked like he was looking at Deku differently at the end, right? He looked more surprised and shocked and less like pissed off. So I mean, a small part of me is like, oh, so do they reach now a new understanding, or does this just enrage him more? Like, I'm not sure.
Okay.
So
interesting. Yeah,
that's not really a prediction, I guess, but whatever.
It's a thought. Yeah. Like there's so much that happened, but like it's hard to like put into words kind of.
Yeah.
Any because like you watched it, you get it, like you got what was going on. And I think this episode is done so well that there's not tons of discussion required for it. I mean,
because it kind of lays it all out for you.
yeah, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, that just means it told a very good story, and it's one that in this case you can kind of pick up on.
I will say the one thing I would just point out, and I don't know if you said this already, but one thing, it was cool once again, even when they were little kids, you could see that Midoriya is like thoughtful and caring, and like when Bakugo falls, he jumps down there with him. Like it's just cool that like that's just part of his character, right?
Yeah.
Because I know we saw that in the first episode when he jumps in to save Bakugo when he gets absorbed by that monster, even though he's got no power. Or the second episode, I don't remember what episode that was.
Yeah, I think the second.
Yeah, I think so too. But like, you take that, and it's like it's the same situation, but just with younger kids. So I think it's just cool that he's like consistently been like that.
Yeah,
you know?
it wasn't just a one time. Like that was the first. Like he's always
right
been doing that. That's just who he is. Yeah.
Right.
No,
So
that's very.
I think
cool.
that's telling for his character. I thought I read somewhere that people don't like him very much as a protagonist. Is that true?
Oh really? I like him. I don't know. I'm sure.
Okay.
You can find people that hate anybody.
That's true.
But I mean, especially in the first season, he is. I mean, you mentioned it in another episode. Like he's pretty whiny. He cries quite a bit. Oh my goodness, what just happened? Oh, did it?
Yeah, you froze for a while.
Uh-oh.
Or I froze for a while. We probably both froze for a while to each other.
No, I was just gonna say, like it's in the first season he's kind of whiny and
Sure.
especially at the beginning, like he does a lot of crying and he's like, oh, can I be a hero all night? Like I don't know,
even without a quirk.
Yeah, exactly. I want to beat you. I think you're amazing, and that's why I want to beat you. Like that's he does a lot of that. Which
I feel like I see a lot of TikToks where people are like, "Who's the most overrated MC?"
Oh,
like,
people say Deku.
Deku,
Huh?
yeah.
Huh.
I could be wrong. I figured that most people. There's a lot more people who don't like Goku than I would have thought.
Really?
It's a pretty large population. Yeah, because he's a bad father and a bad husband. But if you're watching Dragon Ball Z for the family support and drama, you're probably missing the point.
Yeah. I remember my mom not liking Chi-Chi because she just yells all the time at Gohan. So,
yeah, not at Goku because she just doesn't care about Goku. No. Okay. No, I was gonna say as far as the main character, I think it's easy to like the main character most times. But I think he is I think he's three-dimensional enough, right? He's not just like a boring character, So I don't know. I personally like him, but I've only seen 6 episodes, so what do I know?
Right. No, I'm excited to kind of keep going forward to see
7 episodes.
True. What their relationship is going forward, because I was
gonna say, do you remember? Or
I do. I'm just excited for you to see it, I guess, is more. And I like, there's parts of it that I don't like. I remember this episode pretty clearly, like, and some of the stuff that happens. But there's other things that happen that I'm like, when did I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
like you remember the large bullet points, but
exactly.
not necessarily all the that makes
exactly.
sense.
All right. Well, I guess with that, we'll go ahead and end it. Because I don't have anything else to say about this episode. I think it's really cool that Baku, and then I almost said Ichigo. Deku is a good guy through and through, and I think it's interesting that Bakugo kind of looks at Deku as somehow hiding a secret from him or doing
like in a spiteful way, right? It's
Right.
not just that he was keeping a secret. You kept a secret to make me look bad. Was literally like the vibe,
right? Or even
Which is
like
hilarious.
I feel like if it was me, I'd think you kept the secret to make me feel better about myself, even though now I think I'm like I don't know, like it's one of those things where maybe you thought you were the best.
Like pity.
Yeah, you thought you were the best the whole time, but then you realized like somebody else was holding back. Like that doesn't feel great. Somebody letting you win, doesn't feel great. So
like when you're playing video games with an older sibling or a cousin, and they're just like holding back intentionally, and then you talk too much smack, and so they turn up the gears.
It's like playing Super Smash Bros. In college and realizing like, oh, you're not what you thought you were. Okay, cool.
Yes. I guess I'll just beat Kirby and hit down B.
Exactly. Down B, up B, down B, up B.
Stupid.
All right. Well, with that, we will wrap this up. Thanks for watching. Click like and subscribe if you want to. I'm Fish.
I'm Optimal Prime.
And thanks for watching Fat Guys React. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Your mouth